Alright, what's going on, guys? It's Jeff. For yesterday's video, I ended up uploading the diamond sniper rifles, but it was by accident. Literally, you'll basically have to watch the video to kind of completely understand where I'm at with it. But last night, obviously, after I put that video up, I had to go and finish out the Barrett 50 cal and go and unlock diamond for it. And then basically, after all the sniper rifles are done, I am home free. Then I'm gonna be using just fully automatic weapons in probably hardcore, or maybe even I'll do regular core. I'm not entirely sure. Obviously, hardcore plays incredibly slow, but for a lot of the weapons, hardcore actually works really well. Like the shotties, for example, in hardcore, they're much better. So anyway, if you're new here and you showed up recently, we're closing in on 4.2 million subscribers, so I'd appreciate it if you subscribe. If not, then I mean, I don't blame you. Well, last night I ended up going out of my way to unlock the Diamond 50 cal, the Diamond M82. It's actually not even level 55. That's how much I don't want to use it at the moment, but it's Diamond, so don't really care. If it ends up being an issue that it's not level 55, then I'll level it up there. But basically, yeah, here's the class setup that I was using for it. Stabilizer to be able to get the pop shots as best as you possibly can, although pop shotting with this gun is not that great. Tiger Team barrel in order to get the extra damage and bullet velocity and stuff. Fire rate doesn't necessarily matter, but the damage helps because this thing is the most disgusting hit marker machine I have ever seen. Body attachment, we go with the steady aim laser, make it nice and easy to spray people down if they come around the corner, and by nice and easy, I mean you'll probably hit them maybe 30% of the time. 7-round magazine, just because, I mean, players are just going to be coming left and right. And obviously, the best and final airborne elastic wrap that mostly I'll be using for all of the sniper rifles, just because of the ADS speed, the flinch resistance, aim while going prone, all that other stuff. So, sprint to fire suffers and stuff, and I mean, ultimately, if the sprint to fire was too bad, I would have taken off the magazine and then just put on one of the stocks. But this thing is so slow that even with the best attachments for the ADS speed that I could possibly get, this thing is still a colossal 616 milliseconds to ADS. I was only able to shave off, what, 84 milliseconds just by putting this on. The thing's base time was 700 milliseconds, which, by the way, I'm gonna do a separate video, but you can actually push the Barrett 50 cal to over 1,000 milliseconds. 1,050 to be exact. Yeah, this is the worst iteration of the Barrett 50 cal we have ever gotten. It's so disappointing, so disgusting, and just so... I don't even know how to feel, man. So we're gonna go into hardcore here. So basically what I'm gonna be working on now. So I'm gonna be working on the LMGs next. No one really cares about the LMGs in this game or whatever. They're never really like a very popular group of guns or anything like that, unless you were using something like, what, the Bruin from Warzone and stuff. Past that point, no one's really messing with any of these, you know, LMGs and stuff. They don't really care. My secondary, I'm gonna be using a shotgun, so hardcore will make it a lot easier for those one shots and stuff. I'm wondering how bad the skill base is in hardcore. Maybe there's so few players that it's not possible to rank me against like too many incredibly high level players. Oh god. I mean, that's fine. See, this whole camo grind is always like the weirdest thing possible because I'm not actually playing the real game. When you do the camo grind, you spend half your time just using all of these weapons that are not fully kitted. And this is what I mean when I was telling people I basically played the entire game of, you know, Modern Warfare throughout the multiplayer and stuff for Damascus and all that Obsidian stuff with basically my hands tied behind my back. Half the time you're sitting there working towards the weapons that don't even have all of the attachments on them, so you're constantly outgunned, constantly outmatched. The other thing that I've also heard that is actually super broken at the moment, maybe I shouldn't say anything. Yeah, I'm gonna not say anything at the moment. Everything straight up takes one bullet to kill people. It's perfect. Even the worst weapons in the game can still beat the MP5. MP5 is still ridiculous, though. Got a new reticle for it. Ooh, nice. Now we can put on this recon reticle, see how this goes. What is that? The nice thing about the shotgun is that there's not really an attachment that I'm gonna be, like, working towards. It just works now.
Is that Daddy Jev, Face Jev?
I just don't understand. I literally... Okay, can somebody explain to me how this is possible? Explain this to me. Dev, somebody tweet at me. How is it possible? I have code name enabled. Why can people still see my name? Every single lobby I join, I have had code name enabled, and every single... How does he recognize me? I have code names on. It's like it doesn't work. There is no code name displaying for other people or myself. There's nothing there. It's so frustrating. Oh yeah, also, I couldn't really figure out if it were my controller or myself or the game. My aim when I'm doing this will actually just randomly like click clack all over the fucking place. It's like it's not as steady as it should be. It's like the dead zone is messing it up, but the dead zone can't. There's no way I was gonna snipe in hardcore, though. Even with the sheer amount of hit markers, I don't have time to give people time during that time to kill. I'll just sit here and wait. I'm not gonna sit there and challenge. There's gonna be somebody there. Okay, my teammates aren't doing anything except standing around me fucking looking at me. Yo, just let him play the game if it is him. Thank you. See, you end up basically playing a completely different game when you're playing hardcore. The thing is, hardcore on Modern Warfare, the time to kill was so fast on Modern Warfare, hardcore really wasn't that crazy. It was a little bit easier to kill players, but not entirely that different. Instead of it taking 2 bullets to go and eliminate somebody, for example, it just takes 1. Any of the other ones that actually take 2 shots or more, just basically got absolutely destroyed. It's instant. You end up having to adapt with your playstyle and everything, obviously, with, you know, hardcore in comparison, just because people just literally sit around and wait. This is how hardcore has always been, though. This is definitely a more classic COD feel. I've missed this feeling.
Time is against us. Turn this around.
See, right there, my aim just snapped into the wall. Right there, right there. It's snapping. There's someone there, or they're completely behind the building or something. It'll be super easy for long shots and things like that. The main thing that I'm worried about is that I'm gonna end up clearing challenges so well and easily because of, you know, how simple the kills just come on this, that it makes even the worst weapons in the game usable. I feel like maybe Nuketown will be a bit easier for these shotties and stuff, but honestly, I could just go up into that purple area, this building over here, purple blue building or whatever, get a hold of the B flag or something, and then just straight up sit inside of this building with a shotty, and anyone that challenges just gets blasted. Obviously, you're gonna have to learn how to play this stuff in hardcore, like these maps where people like sitting. Is this actually better for Dark Matter? I don't know. I always second guess myself at the start of this, but by the end of it, I go, I should have played in hardcore. I thought maybe all the sniper rifles would feel usable when they're completely souped up, but the Barrett 50 cal just doesn't. It just does not feel good. I mean, it looks great, don't get me wrong. Obviously, Diamond looks incredible. These are on the lowest graphical settings too, by the way. It looks better than the Diamond we've had since, what, Black Ops 2? And even then, this is still better looking than Black Ops 2. People are like, this is the best Diamond since Black Ops 2. Nah, it is the best Diamond. Period. I think I'm just gonna have to find like those sweet spot maps that are like really, really good in hardcore that like allow you to do a lot of the challenges very easily. Checkmate has to be in my top 3. Easily. Miami's still down there. It's ass. Miami actually is not that bad. There are absolutely at least 6 to 10 different maps that are worse on Modern Warfare than they are on this. So yeah, here's the 50 cal. I mean, it looks absolutely ridiculous. Just see it reflecting off and everything. And the gold looks beautiful. It hits it at the angles. Even though it's low texture and stuff, it doesn't reflect well. So the ADS speed when you got it all completely souped up and everything, it's not really that good. Honestly, it's really not. I have no clips with this thing. Nothing happening. I take it so personal when people melee me. Pussy. Yeah, that was a weird spot. See, the thing in hardcore is that people will actually just straight up tunnel you. Not that it doesn't happen in, you know, regular core, I guess, obviously, but... Oh, man. I feel so bad for the people that call chopper gunners in and stuff on this map because it's literally a warehouse that you can't do anything to. Why would they? It's hardcore. Every time they step out there, it's Modern Warfare all over again. And people wondered why everyone just camped their asses off. Spawns suck. Literally cannot go a single day without talking about how dog shit Modern Warfare is. It's actually gross. And I'm saying that while playing a literal half-finished game. At least the bones of this game are not doomed from the start. The thing is, I'm going positive. So I'm terrified every single time I go positive on this game because it's only a matter of time until they just punish me for doing well. High-level gameplay right here. This is literally gonna be all my gameplay for the next... I give myself maybe a few weeks. Give me a few weeks. Maybe I can get like 1 weapon per day. Let's think. Around like 3 weeks. 3-4 weeks. So yeah, I ended up unlocking the Barrett and everything, but yeah, now it's just gonna be a completely different game where I just start spraying into just crowds of players on the hardcore mode. So here we go.